Welcome to my YouTube channel at Movies Nutshell. Please like and subscribe, thank you.
Two priests are performing an exorcism when the movie opens. Her body writhes in agony as Hannah Grace is possessed by an unnatural power. While he waits impatiently for the priests to finish their work, her father Granger sits by her side and begs Hannah to battle her devil. Hannah's corpse suddenly rises, and she looks to be holding the priests in her grasp. While the other priest begins to choke, she launches one of them against the wall, where he is impaled through the head. Hannah is smothered by Granger with a pillow till she stops moving. Megan Reed is traveling to a job interview at Boston Metro Hospital 3 months later in Boston. Megan has landed a job working the graveyard shift as an intake assistant in the morgue thanks to her buddy and AA sponsor Lisa. She has an interview with Dr. Lewis, who gives her a tour of the region and wonders whether she can manage the job because many of his previous employees have left because they couldn't stand the smell and alone around dead bodies. Dr. Lewis is reassured by Megan that she can complete the task. Later on that evening, Megan begins. Before entering the morgue, she encounters Ernie and Dave, two security officers, at the entrance. She keeps going until an EMT arrives with a new body. Megan begins to experience a recent terrible flashback as she is working. As a police officer, she once faced a criminal but held off shooting him until he turned around and fired. Her colleague was fatally shot by the assailant, who then fled. Megan began abusing medications as a result of her shame and fear, which put her in rehab. The following day, Andrew, her ex-boyfriend and a police officer, pays Megan a visit to pick up the rest of his belongings. Before Andrew decides to go home, the two argue briefly about whether or not her new work is a smart decision. When Megan arrives back at work that evening, she discovers Granger, a hooded man, outside knocking on the door. She doesn't trust him for good reason, and when Megan threatens to contact security, he stops yelling at her to let him in. A short while later, Randy, Nick Thune, an EMT, arrives with the body of a young woman who was presumably being dismembered as she was discovered. Granger sneaks inside behind Megan as she goes outside to assist Randy. Megan examines the body after Randy has left and discovers that it is Hannah. She tries to take pictures of the body, but the camera and computer don't work. Other weird things happen, like a tremor in the room, or the drawer with Hannah's body not staying shut. When she goes back to see the body, she notices flies around Hannah, and a whole swarm of them when she lifts off her sheets, but this turns out to be a hallucination, possibly. When Megan hears something outside, she investigates but discovers nothing. When she returns to the morgue, she discovers that Hannah's body has vanished and witnesses Granger attempting to remove it. When she approaches him, he tries to stab her, but Megan disarms him and waits for security to arrive to take him away. Hannah isn't actually dead, Granger shouts to Megan as he is being taken into custody. After Megan returns Hannah's body, she gets a call from Andrew to check up on her since he heard about the incident, though she doesn't notice Hannah's body moving. When Megan does get a look at Hannah, she sees her mouth open and exhale. She gets Lisa to meet with her now that she's freaked out. Lisa tells her she can go home if she wants, but Megan insists that she needs to do this. She tells Lisa about Hannah breathing, but Lisa says that corpses release air sometimes when they are moved. Andrew goes to visit Megan, but he accuses her of taking a bottle of Xanax that he had. She gets angry that he would suggest that she is using again, and she orders him to get lost. Dave tries to entertain himself when he hears something weird in the morgue. He goes to investigate and goes next to Hannah's drawer where he hears the noise. A powerful force then lifts him up on his feet and starts to painfully break his bones until it pulls him into the drawer. Meanwhile, Megan is in the bathroom when she sees a corroded hand reaching for something outside the stall. Growing more paranoid, Megan asks Ernie to view morgue footage. She sees Hannah crawling in the darkness from one of the cameras. Megan starts to look into Hannah's death and tells Lisa what she found out about it. Lisa later goes outside for a smoke but is stalked by Hannah. She is followed up to the rooftop where Hannah twists Lisa's body until her neck snaps. Randy returns with a new body, and Megan has him come inside to see Hannah's body, which made its way back to the drawer. The body appears to be healing following the deaths of Dave and Lisa. Randy notices Megan isn't well and he tries to make an innocent assumption about her state of being, as he was in a similar position himself a while back. Randy then leaves, and Megan talks to Andrew on the phone regarding the Xanax bottle, saying that she didn't take it or use it, but he says it's okay. Outside, Hannah finds Randy and kills him, making it look like his head was smashed between the wall and his truck. Megan sees Hannah on the security footage and tries to go find Randy, but he's already dead. Megan receives a call from Andrew informing her that Granger has escaped police custody and is on his way back to the hospital. When he finally arrives, he informs Megan of what she has witnessed, that Hannah's corpse is healing itself with every kill, and that they must burn her body in order to utterly obliterate it. While Hannah grabs hold of Granger's body and drags him to the incinerator, murdering him, Megan begrudgingly assists Granger in bringing the body there. Andrew shows up to help Megan, who is trying to run from Hannah. Hannah catches Ernie and slits his throat before heading after Megan and Andrew. She starts to grab onto Andrew and twist him around, but Megan takes his gun and shoots Hannah until she drops to the floor. She lets Andrew out of hospital and take Hannah's body back to the incinerator where Hannah appears alive again. She attacks Megan, but she manages to shove Hannah into the incinerator, even as she starts pleading for Megan not to. Sometimes later, Megan has recovered and is ready to move forward in life. After had a shower, she sees a fly on the mirror wall and swats it with her hand. Please let us know in the comments section what movies you would want us to recap, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.